Welcome to the Crypto Factor. Welcome to another cryptocurrency show, another cryptopreneurship show for cryptopreneurs by cryptopreneurs. My name is Paul, and we have news today. Let me just edit this real quick because I made a big mistake in the title. Let me just fix this, and it's saved. We have some big news today. We have a lot going on, and there may be a U.S. bank run tomorrow. Yes, that is true. You heard that correctly. There may be a U.S. bank run starting tomorrow. This can have a cascading effect. We have all this problems going on. We have everything going on with stablecoins, with USDC, with DAI cryptocurrency. Then we have all these real world things happening. And it's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot this month. This is insane what's happening, and Bitcoin may be called upon to prove itself for its use case, because it's the first time since 2008 that it might have to do that. But before we begin, welcome to the Crypto Factor. If it's your first time here, my name is Paul, and this show is all about cryptopreneurship. We answer all your questions, so any question you have, put it in the chat right now, and I'll do my best to answer that question. I do try to get through all of them. If it's your first time here, we do videos every day. We do short videos, we do longer videos, we have fun videos. Basically, it's for cryptopreneurs. This channel is for cryptopreneurs like you. So if that's something you like, if that's something you're interested in, then please go ahead, subscribe down below, hit that bell notification button, and so you don't miss the next video. Now, I do have a small technical issue here that I'm going to try and fix in just 1 second, and that's with my Streamlabs box. Let me just check if I can fix it real quick on the fly. Put your questions in the chat, like this video, click that like button. I don't have any effects right now. Not that it's a bad thing, not that I need them, but it would be nice to have access to them. But unfortunately, it looks like I do not, and I might have to reset my computer, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to stop this live stream for a couple of effects. That would be ludicrous. So anyway, let's just talk. Forget the box. I'll see what I can do and how we can do that without. I can still push the buttons, just like it's not showing. Give me a second. I can fix this, actually. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. So yeah, I have a small technical issue, but no biggie. I can still fly the plane. I can still fly the plane. We can still fly the plane, even though we have a technical issue. There was this movie with Tom Hanks. I can't remember. Was it Hudson? I can't remember the actual movie. No, it was a book that I read, and it was about this pilot that just couldn't do anything. One failure was going after the other failure, and they was calling control, and it was asking, what to do now? What should I do now? And it says, just fly the plane, son. Just fly the plane. That's what we're doing, flying the plane. Let's have a look who we have in the chat. We have Hania from Houston. What's up? We have my man Shah. We have DMS Travel Guide. We have the Kid Calm, my man. We have Rene Montenegro. Yes, I love Rene. He's always here. I love Shah. I love a lot of people that I see here all the time. The rest of you, Hania as well. I see Johan, my man. I see Monica McFadden. So there's a lot of people joining on the stream, and we're going to be talking about a few things. So the title of this video is U.S. Bank Run. And the reason I actually made this title is not for fear mongering. It's not for clicks. Well, obviously it's for clicks. I'm not on YouTube for the anonymity. But it's basically because it's a really big possibility. And we're talking about a country like the US, which will have a cascading effect around the world. This is the second biggest bank that went insolvent, that's closing, that's collapsing in the US. All right? This is the second time. And you have to understand that a series of events got here. So in crypto, we know that USDC lost its peg. What's going on here? I can't believe this. Everyone calls me when I'm doing a live stream. Let me just close this. So in the cryptocurrency markets, in crypto, we know that USDC lost its peg. You also know that DAI lost its peg, which is a pretty big deal, but it's not crypto's fault this time. It's actually real world banking, because USDC actually has 25% of its assets in Silvergate Bank, in 6 banks, Silvergate and Silicon Valley Bank being two of them. And these two banks have been in trouble, Silicon Valley being the latest collapsing. Now, because of this, it depegged. A lot of people started selling USDC. A lot of people took advantage and shorted USDC. A lot of people took advantage and started adding fuel to the fire for this, right? So we know this in crypto, but it's not crypto's fault. This time, it's outside banking. And while this is going on, you have a Fed meeting and a Fed emergency meeting going on Monday. Now, this is the Fed's fault. They raised interest rates too fast. They said they're going to be raising interest rates until something breaks. And you have to understand that there's a delay. When you raise interest rates for 6 months, it might take a while after that before something breaks. Well, something broke. And the reason is a lot of banks, because of the higher interest rates, they were losing money on bonds and treasuries. And this is extremely important for banks. And suddenly, when they have to pay this back, they can't. The only way is to take a loss. So this is going on. Meanwhile, everything okay. Fed's going to take an emergency meeting on Monday. Circle says, okay, no problem. We'll cover the difference with Silicon Bank for users on USDC. Great news. Okay, the price went up a little bit, still 95 cents, still not pegged to $1. But okay, it's serious, it's dangerous. I mean, I don't trust stablecoins anymore, especially not USDC, because and the reason I don't trust is because everyone else. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. When people don't trust in stablecoins, guess what's going to happen, right? So now you have Janet Yellen coming out and saying, and we were waiting and we were hoping for the government to step in and help out this bank, to help Silicon Valley Bank. Now, keep in mind, this bank, works with a lot of startups, works with a lot of tech companies. So it's a pretty serious deal. We have a lot of people working with this bank, a lot of people depending on this bank. If they can't get their money out, which they can't right now, and they don't even know if it's going to vanish, even if you tell them they're going to get it out in 6 months, 1 year, or anything like that, or debt or whatever, it's a problem. It's a problem with business. For business, it's a problem for them. So now you have this huge issue where Janet Yellen, for some strange reason, decided that the best thing she could do in this situation is to come out on a Sunday where everything's closed, nobody can do anything about it, and say what? And say that they're not going to bail the bank out. Okay, why are you saying this on a Sunday? So everybody will panic, get up first thing in the morning, go outside the bank and try and get their money out. Because they're going to try and get their money out. And what is this going to cause? A bank run. And what is that going to do? Well, people won't be able to get their money out because there's going to be too many people versus the money that's actually in the bank, because banks use the money. And it's a cascading effect. It's insane what's going on. And of course, everything's in danger right now. Not just crypto, everything. Stock markets, everything right now might break because it takes one thing. Look what happened with Lehman Brothers. Look what happened in 2008. And this can have implications around the world. So we're hoping to see, by the way, click that like button. Click that like button if you can for support of this video. I would really appreciate it. There's 33 viewers, 8 likes. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. That's just being stingy. Don't be stingy with the likes, man. Just hit that like button. But we have some serious issues here. Now, these months have been insane because we've had Silvergate. Now we have Silicon Valley Bank. We had Biden come out and say 30% tax on mining, which I don't understand how he's going to do that, because companies, they can do that to companies, mining companies, registered as mining companies. They'll just move, just like they moved to America from China when they banned them. They'll go to the UAE or they go to Dubai where there's zero tax, or some other country. Home mining, how are you going to tax it? How are you going to know I'm mining Bitcoin at the house? Oh, you have to pay tax for Bitcoin mining. How? How are you going to enforce that? How do you even know I'm mining? So it's just stupid, which shows how out of touch he is when it comes to these things. And not just him, let's be fair, most people, right? Then you have him saying he's going to raise capital gain tax to 40% from 20%. That means whenever you buy an asset and you sell that asset, that difference, you get taxed 40%. So if you made $100, you don't. You make $60, which is insane for America. That's bad. Then you have all these things going on around the world. You have the interest rates going up. You have the war in Ukraine. You have so many things going on. It's just insane. It's just I don't know if it's ever happened before. to this level since the Second World War. Let me drink some soda, by the way. Soda water, just in case anybody's asking. So it's pretty much insane, right? So tomorrow we could have a bank run in the US, and that's just it will probably rattle, because last time that happened, it happened all over the world a few months after, but maybe a year or two. But now it's going to happen faster because of everything that's intertwined, everything's going on, and also they're kind of anticipating this time because it happened last time. They know what happened, right? And we're not talking about a third world economy here with banks shutting down and bank runs. We're talking about the United States of America. This is insane, right? So what should you do right now? What can you do right now is the question. And the question is a few things. Okay, first of all, let's be logical. If there was anything to do in the most part, there's still something you can do, but in the most part, you should have already done it. All right, you missed your opportunity. If you're holding USDC, right now, most exchanges you can't transact, you can't do anything with it. Okay, so you can't exchange it into USDT or anything else. You can try and bypass that by withdrawing your USDC, putting it in Exodus.io. It's a free online wallet, very easy to make, by the way. Then from there, you can try exchanging it into Matic or Polygon, because you can't do it directly into Bitcoin or Ethereum, because you just can't right now, because everyone's doing it probably. But you can do it to Matic, and then from Matic, you can do it into Bitcoin, Ethereum. At least that's what I did yesterday, right? And early in the morning. But the fees are crazy, right? You're going to pay, you're going to take a loss, bigger loss than 10%, because of the difference on the USDC right now as well. But it might be worth it if you're worried about losing your whole USDC or it going down further as a reaction, having a lot less. So that's one thing you can do. You can put it into Bitcoin. And most people are going to be putting it into Bitcoin, by the way, because the second thing is you have to remember that a lot of people are going to lose faith in stablecoins in general. Where are they going to put their money? Where? If you live in China and you want to exchange your money or convert your money, what are you going to do? Convert it in your national country and bring it back to your country? No, you get in trouble, major trouble in China. What if you have your money overseas, which most people do, and pay tax on it? No, you're not going to do that, right? Not now. So your best bet is Bitcoin, because it's the most liquid, is very important. Plus, it's got the most chance of coming back down, up, even if it goes back down. And yeah, basically you want to get control that way. Or you do nothing, you just wait and see what happens. Circle should cover you and this should blow over. I think it might, but we don't know that. So even though I think it might blow over, I think the chances are probable that it's going to blow over, at least when it comes to USDC, at least for the short term. I don't trust it. I took the loss and I made mine Bitcoin. You can also do it with Ethereum, by the way, as well, if you're on MetaMask or something. So that's basically what's going on right now. Now, too late to get into gold. You can't really make your cryptocurrency dollars or anything like that because your bank might close. So your bank is like a crypto exchange right now. What are you gonna do? Oh my God, I got the lemon flavor by accident. I wanted normal soda water and I got the lemon one. I just like the normal plain one. Anyway, what are you guys drinking? I'm drinking soda water. What are you guys drinking? Let me look at the chat. Let me see if you guys have any questions right now. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you. DMS Travel Guide. I appreciate you, man. Shah, what Bitcoin will do now? We don't know. It'll probably take a hit, but in most part, look, it's a make and break moment for Bitcoin right now. Let me explain why. Because Bitcoin was invented in 2008 for this reason. For the banks. With the Lehman Brothers crash back then, with a big crash. So Bitcoin was invented for this. So right now, we're going to see if it survives. Now, if it survives, then there's nothing that could probably stop it, probably, all right? If it goes up in price, even better. But it's the big test of Bitcoin right now. It's extremely important, right? Because if it fails, or if it doesn't hold up as much, or at least at some, at a certain level that justifies everything else that's going on with macroeconomics, then, Bitcoin's not Bitcoin, right? Let's be honest here. But yeah, so I would keep my Bitcoin, to be quite honest, but that's just me. YOLO. Now, Bitcoin, what will it do now? It will either go up, stay the same, or go back down. We don't know. We'll see. This is anybody that tells you what it's gonna do right now. They don't know. We can look at the charts and see if we have some sort of head start. Well, people were buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin held its position, even though it should have dumped a lot more, and it actually went up a little bit. So even though there was a lot of sell pressure, Bitcoin held up pretty well. Probably because people were converting into Bitcoin. But we don't know what's going to happen after. I personally believe because of this, Bitcoin is going to do quite well. But let's see. My 50% capital has waived in spot trading. Should I hold or should I sell out? Please advise me. I can't advise you on that DMS, but I can tell you this. When you say you're in spot trading, you have probably limit orders and sales. It depends on your technical analysis. I mean, how does this event change everything? Other than maybe expanding your stop losses. It also depends on your risk-reward ratio and what's going on. It doesn't really matter in the sense that if cryptocurrencies go down and you have buy orders, you still have your buy orders, right? It depends what you're trying to ask. Maybe I'm not understanding the question here. But generally, be careful with exchanges. Yeah, if you have any money just sitting there doing nothing, bring it onto your own wallet, your own crypto wallet. But if you have it trading, obviously, I have DeFi projects that are in DeFi, which is very dangerous right now, by the way, that I'm staking and doing stuff like that. I'm leaving them. I'm not touching them. My feet will be in the sand in another 18 months as I laugh at the traditional financial. But yeah, the kid calm. You ain't joking, man. You're not joking. They're like, what's going on with crypto? What's going on with crypto? Ha ha, crypto. Look, Bitcoin went 20% down. Look at what's going on with the world economy. Your inflation rate's going up. Money's not worth anything. You can't buy shit. And the world's going to shit as well. It's crazy. Castaway. What's up, Johan? All right. I'm thinking somehow the investments will be covered, especially. I don't know. Will they, though? USDC, yes, from Circle. They said they will. As long as they keep that promise, that's fine. But what happens with the banks? Because Janet Yellen says no. Now, of course, you might say one thing and might do something else. Maybe the Fed starts printing money. Maybe they do quantitative easing to bail out the bank. Or maybe they start putting down interest rates, even though I think it's too soon for them to do that. I don't know, because it's not going to help anything. It might raise some confidence, but it's not going to have immediate effects. Raising and lowering interest rates doesn't have immediate effects. As an argument, if it has any effects at all. It's purely psychological, in my opinion, at least in the most part. Max K, what's up? Shalom, speak to Yasur Fila, Abdullah and Unal. What's up, man? Where are you from, dude? Monica McFadden says, trying to stay pegged back to the dollar. Yeah, it's trying. And also DAI, that unpegged because 50% of their reserves is in USDC. It used to be, it's an algorithmic stablecoin, but it almost closed a few years ago because of something that happened as well. And they decided to put it in USDC so that it can be safe. And guess what happened? Because USDC went down, so did DAI by MakerDAO. Now, this is a problem for DeFi as well. Guess what? Because if a lot of these DeFi projects are pegged to USDC, because that was their stable coin. They just used USDC. So with USDC going down, DeFi is in trouble generally. Does that make sense? There's this ripple effects in and out of the cryptocurrency industry right now. It's just crazy. With banks as well. They have exposure to each other, businesses, this, that. It's insane. USDC is trying to destroy USDT for a while. If you gave somebody sometimes for, yeah, true. Now USDT, that's the funny thing. USDT is the most, how can I put this? It's the most non-transparent stable coin, but it's the best pegged stable coin. It keeps its peg. There was a joke, I can't remember who did it on Twitter. They posted a closet like with a plate, so you know where you put your plates in? One that was transparent, so you could see the plates falling, and if you open the door, they'll fall out on your head. And the other one was closed, like you couldn't see what's inside. And it said USDC was the one that you could see inside, USDT the one you couldn't see inside because they're not allowing audits, right? And that's probably why it's safe. But we don't know that, but like generally speaking, we don't know what's going to happen, right? And are they going to go after USDT? They tried. Are they going to do it again? Are they going to go after all stablecoins and say it's stablecoins' fault, even though right now it's the banking fault for the stablecoins to get off their peg? All the holders of USDCs converted to USDT. What is USDT crash? Is this the plan? What? Well, just because everyone's converting to USDT, that's safer than USDC right now, but we don't know what's going to happen later, right? But yeah, definitely it's a lot safer than USDC. I have some USDT, not nearly enough not nearly the amount I had in USDC, but I kept it in USDT because it was in USDT. We haven't heard anything of it yet. But it could be a cascading effect and everything goes down from fear. We don't know that. In that case, Bitcoin will definitely go up, believe me. At least that's my theory. Because where are you going to exchange into? US dollar, euro? I don't think so. I still hold 100% of USDC. Yeah, it could blow over something. More than likely, everything's going to blow over when it comes to that tomorrow. We'll see. All you folks need to understand that Biden does what's best for him and his cronies. I think Biden doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I had a discussion with a friend of mine. He's an auditor. He's a senior auditor in the bank, and one of the biggest banks in Greece, if not the biggest one, other than the National Bank of Greece, of course. And he was saying, listen, like we were having this discussion about Biden and why he's doing all this and what is the plan. He's like, listen, you have to understand that they're not capable of making plans. They're completely stupid. They don't know what they're doing. I can see it in the banking sector. They don't know what they're talking about, right? So there's a lot going on that we think is part of the plan and conspiracy and this and that, and very well might be. But a lot of stuff, if not most of it, is pure stupidity. I used to say, well, maybe everybody's got together and they're making this plan. No, they're too stupid to do that. They can't do that, right? So anyway, there's a case for that. Hamza, I'm going to have to put you in timeout if you ask that question again. You either wait your turn. Actually, I'm going to put you in timeout just in case right now. You're not banned. You'll be able to speak in a bit. But wait, because I just made a mistake. Let me just put you in a timeout here. And let me undelete Steven because I accidentally deleted it. Give me a second. Come on, really? View deleted message. I can see your message. Let me see if I can undelete it. I can't undelete it. Oh, God's sake. All right, Peter, I'm going to answer your question in a second. Don't worry. It's Hamza's fault because of all the spam. Right? I'll view you. I'll see your message in a second. Sorry about that. Where were we? I lost track. Yeah, if you're going to put messages and I don't get to it, don't like start putting the message again and again and again. I'm going in order. If you do that, you will be put on timeout. If you do it again, I am going to ban you off the channel because I get confused. I'm going to sell my altcoin and buy Bitcoin. Yeah, Salman, that's something. That's what I did. I think you should have done it yesterday, but that's what I did. Monday, S&P 500 will crash and Bitcoin will go down. Look, the S&P 500 will more than likely crash with everything that's going on, right? Now, but will Bitcoin crash? Is it still correlated to the S&P 500? Yes, but no, because we also saw uncorrelation when the S&P 500 was going up and Bitcoin was going down. We have to see what's going to happen. Don't forget what's going on right now hasn't really happened before with Bitcoin in the picture. Maybe we initially go down, then go up, like that's what gold would usually do, right? Let's see. We have to wait and see. But if it does crash, Bitcoin has the best chance of going back up, right? A lot faster than anything else. And let's see what happens. Shall we need Gareth Soloway on again? He's a dinosaur in the game, and chances are he'll have the best advice on how to trade it. Well, we'll have Gareth Soloway on the show again. We have him all the time. We'll see when we can have him on again. He's on vacation right now. He's actually at a casino as we speak. Andres says, blessing. Binance relisting USDC pairs. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. What's up, Ahmed? Yusuf, what's up, Yusuf? All right. Do you still Gala Coin Gaming should do well? Yeah, I do. Stephen, I do believe that Gala Gala should do well in 2023, as long as everything else goes well and everything doesn't go to shit. As long as we have a bull market, Gala Coin should do very well, in my opinion. I still hold it. Yes. As a matter of fact, I bought a little bit more of it. Not really bought with dollars, but I reallocated from other cryptocurrencies into it. As you said, Bitcoin is holding well in these craziness. Yes, it is, but for how long? Let's see. Bitcoin going up now? Yeah, there you go. That's what I was saying from the first day, that like everyone was panicking. I'm like, Bitcoin's going to go up. It should do. Ethereum is also going up. Yeah, Ethereum should also go up because it's the second one. You have to understand that Bitcoin is number one, as in, well, one of the coins you can get into by converting to Bitcoin. But so is Ethereum, because Ethereum is in all decentralized wallets. Bitcoin isn't. You can't really go to MetaMask and convert to Bitcoin. You can say wrap Bitcoin. Yeah, but it's not the same thing. Wrap Bitcoin and wrapped Ethereum is two different things, because Ethereum is the protocol. So when you wrap Ethereum, it's still Ethereum. It's a very different. It's decentralized in a way, right? But wrapped Bitcoin is not decentralized. It's actually done through a company. I don't know which company it is right now off of my head. But basically, you pay a company which holds Bitcoin, which puts wrapped Bitcoin for you on DeFi, on decentralized finance. But if you have different cryptocurrencies, stablecoins, and so on decentralized finance, it's very easy to convert into Ethereum. And Ethereum is not like it used to be. So it has a huge use cases. It's very strong. And that's why I kept on saying, even a year ago, if you're going to invest in anything, Bitcoin and Ethereum in the bear market, nothing else. And I was saying this, and it was going down, but Bitcoin and Ethereum was doing well. That's why I was saying it. Is Chua USD a decent? Yes, in most part. Is BUSD safe for now? You have to. A lot of people have been asking for BUSD and about BUSD, and you have to understand that BUSD is actually issued by Paxo for Binance, but Paxo has been ordered by the government to stop issuing this currency. So it's on life support right now. It's I don't know what's going to happen, if they're going to have another issue. There's a lot of drama around it, and I wouldn't recommend it right now. Will gold go up with all this banking FUD? It should do, but usually, let me explain something about gold. People don't understand this. It's a long-term perspective. So when you have a crisis, this is stocks, this is gold, they both go down. And people never understand, why is gold going down if it's supposed to be a hedge and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because it goes up first and slowly. And even though this will go up, it over time it exceeds and then it catches up. So yes, it's a hedge. Yes, it's a safe way to put your money, but you have to understand it's more wealth preservance because it has less inflation and so on. So yes, it should go up, but not immediately. It will probably dump and then go up over time. Which, by the way, is a good thing, because if that dumps, you can also get into gold at a cheaper price and then go back up, right? Ethereum is holding up very well. Yes, it is. Rank, have you heard anything about this project? No, I have not. Great seeing you back, brother. What's up, Rice TVX? My man. Hey, right now, if you guys want to get into deep stuff, like I'm serious right now, deep stuff, Rice TVX, check out the YouTube channel, because he is really deep into conspiracy, but he has a lot of knowledge and does a lot more research than I do, right? He has a lot more advantages with things like this. So make sure you check out his channel. We have an interview together as well. Make sure you check that out as well. As a matter of fact, we had to put that interview on another platform and made a smaller version for YouTube so it doesn't get censored, because we got in deep. But check out his channel. Rice, my man, I miss you, bro. I'm going to see you in Around the Blockchain probably next month. I'm going to try and join back on so we can have our talks. It'll be fun, man. It's nice seeing you, bro. And yes, smash that like button. I would really appreciate you guys if you do, by the way. Ove Larson says XRP. What about XRP? XRP is XRP. It's stablecoin. No, it hasn't been doing much, right? XRP is great. Like, it's got a good utility and use case. It's not its time yet. I think it's too early for it. I do suggest getting into XRP at different times. I think the price is okay. It might go down lower, but still, you could dollar cost average. And if they win the SEC case, it's going to do very, very well. Not $10,000. but it's going to do well. I can see it, like if it breaks all-time highs, $4 to $7, maybe 10 in a hyper bull market. All this $10,000 crap, it's not going to happen. It's all bullshit. It's all horseshit. People are talking crap out of their ass. They don't know what they're talking about. It's not possible in a way, right? It's extremely unlikely. Let's put it that way. And if there's any XRP people in here, please write down in the chat why I'm wrong about this, and we can talk about this. I have no problem talking about this. I have no problem debating anybody. Like put down your reasons why XRP could possibly go to $10,000, because most of the reasons I hear and I see, and oh, look at this and look at that, it's all bullshit. It's really bullshit. And no, and I have nothing against XRP. I invest in XRP. Morning every time I see Bitcoin price, but now I'm getting up and seeing Bitcoin. So USDC, what time? Yeah, it's crazy, right? And this is deja vu. I actually dreamt of this comment shot. It's kind of weird. Aidan says, "Hey Paul, what are your thoughts on Shibarium? Will it make any difference? Not in the bear market. Well, once we have clarity and everything goes back on track and everything, I think Shibarium can make a difference. I don't know to what extent it can, but definitely it can. I don't know if it can make a difference, but it can definitely make moves. I'll answer like that. I think that's a better answer. What do you think?" Rice TVX is likewise. Oh, let me put you as a mod, by the way, man. How do I put it? There you go. You're a mod now, so you can look, because it's another way of saying VIP as well. You have the hammer, you have the wrench, of truth. You can bust people's heads open now. What do you think we should do with our altcoins? It depends on the altcoins. There's certain altcoins I actually converted into Ethereum and other altcoins. So Algorand, for example, and don't do this, like don't ape into this move, because I just did it because of my reasons. Algorand, I converted into Solana yesterday because I felt that Solana is going to have a higher comeback rate than Algorand, for example, right? Also, I had some other cryptocurrency, I can't remember what it was, so some cheap one. I put that into Gala Games and ApeCoin. I felt that those are going to come back faster, right? But in most part, I didn't touch most of my altcoins. I was more worried about my USDC. Sir, says Wissam, when is a good time to buy alts? Which quarter? Well, right now, I'm going to be telling you what I was telling you in the bear market when everybody was saying, oh, we're going to moon. If you're going to buy anything, Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. I wouldn't buy anything else. Because even if everything drops down and altcoins drop lower, you can still use that Bitcoin or Ethereum to buy altcoins at a discount. On the way, and then wait for the way up. So you have like a second wind if you play games, or a second chance, if you will. Looks like your Matic buy is good call as usual. Yes, and yeah, I know. No, I'm being a little funny. Yeah, like I think Matic's going to do extremely well. Technically, if you looked at technical analysis, it was extremely well. The charts were looking clean and perfect. So it just made sense. Matic was one of those cryptocurrencies. What do you think of Ali, artificial liquid intelligence? I think it's going to pump on hype. I don't know about the project or have looked into it yet. I have to look into it. But generally, AI cryptocurrencies will pump when the next AI hype comes, which will be soon if there's a bull market, because that's the narrative, one of the narratives, big narrative that's going to come. Stablecoins are not stable. You're going to take profit. Yeah, invest in stablecoins and take profits when they go up. You think it's a good time to buy alts that you suggested? Not all of them. I'd be extremely careful right now. But you can get exposure to Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then if they go, then at least you have exposure in crypto, and then use that if you want to get into and reallocate. That's what I do. I do a lot of reallocate. Thoughts on EGID? Oh, EGOLD, sorry. EGLD. So it's an old timer. I don't know what's going to do in this bull market. I haven't really looked into it. I did say to take profits before the end of the bull market, the last one, and I did say it's not going to go up as much as people think it's going to go up towards the end, and that's what happened, but I really don't know right now. I can't really answer that. What if tomorrow Silicon Valley Bank don't give money to Circle USDC company? Then Circle has come out and said that they will cover the difference. And even if the Silicon Valley Bank will do it in debt and give it to them in later dates. So in most part, you should have a repeg of USDC. We just didn't know this yesterday, and I don't want to risk my money in USDC right now because I don't know what else is going to happen from this. Does that make sense? What's up, Paul? What's up, GM? Rice TVX doing, I have the power! He's the He-Man. He's He-Man right now. What's your price prediction about Ethereum in the next bull market? That's pretty easy. I think Ethereum will definitely reach 10K. I will be taking some profits at 7 to 8K, just so you know. And it could possibly go up further than that, maybe to 14K in a hyper boom market, but I wouldn't bet the farm on it. Like, I'm a very conservative player. So I would say it should break all-time highs. I think that's 5K. 7, 8K should be easy. I'll be taking profits. 10K should be your aim, if you will. And you could always leave some in there just in case it goes higher, right? You don't have to take everything out. You can take out profits. You can take out your initial investment. You don't have to take everything out and exit. How will Quant perform over the next few months and long term? Thank you. Let me look at my crystal ball, man. Just like other altcoins, we don't know right now. Right now, with everything that's going on, we don't know. Now, once the bull market is confirmed and we start going up and we see the ratio between Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we see that altcoins are going to rise up faster and we might have a possible altcoin rally, then that's time to do analysis. Right now, there's no reason to do analysis on anything except Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe stablecoins. You know what I mean? When do you think the Fed will do quarter easing? Not now. I think it's too soon. They should, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot going on that's breaking right now. I don't know if they could do it and accept the shame and defeat of doing it right now. They're probably going to wait a little bit and then do it. And they're probably going to find a pre-excuse to that, if I'm not mistaken. They may come out and say they'll do it tomorrow. I don't think so. Maybe they'll come out and say they won't raise interest rates as much or something like that. Or maybe all this is a black swan event that turns out to be good. By the way, black swan events can be good as well. Black swan just means a rare event. Maybe the Fed does a meeting, comes out and say, hey, this has happened, but guess what? We've managed to solve this, and now we can ease off internet hikes. I don't know. It's extreme. See, here we get into economics and politics and agendas. And that's something Rice TVX is better at than I am, is he being American, A, and B, looking into shit deep, right? So there's a very big difference. So actually, Rice TVX, if you're still here, if you can answer that, I would really appreciate it, man. What are your views, right? Can I do USTC to TUSD? Yes, you can. You'll lose about 5%. I don't know what the level is at right now and some gas fees, but yeah, you can, and that way you can protect yourself easier. But what if this has a cascading effect to Trust USD as well, right? We don't know that. I think your best bet would be Tether, to be honest with you, as ironic and crazy as that sounds. But even then, it's dangerous, right? I invested in Volt. What's your thoughts about Volt? Volt Inu was going to pump and did pump in the past, and we talked about that. I told you to take profit fast and get out. And right now, I have no idea what it's going to do. Right now, I don't think it's going to do very well at all, to be honest with you. By the way, are you Swedish? Larson. Reminds me of my man, CT Larson. We're going to have him back on the show, by the way. We'll be talking to CT Larson again pretty soon. Hit that like button if you like CTO Larson. GPT has a coin now. No, that's crypto GPT. It's not GPT's coin. It's a project on crypto. I've talked about this. It's actually very promising. I do think it can do 20 or 30x. It's already done a 10x from what I understand, at least when I got in. But I got in early. So I had access. So I think it's going to do well. But let's see the environment, because the environment is extremely important right now. If market crash, stablecoin will go up? No, no shot. That does not mean that at all. That does not mean that at all. At the very best case scenario, it will keep the value of the dollar. It will peg it, but if the dollar goes down in value, guess what? So does your peg, right? Do you think there will be a crisis cause of contagion similar to 2000? Yeah, we talked about this before with Sam. It's very, very possible. And Janet Yellen coming out telling you they're not going to bail out the bank on a Sunday, very suspicious, or very stupid, by the way, could cause a bank run on Monday, could cause panic, further panic. So yeah, it's very possible. Do you think there will be, and we talked about different banks and different businesses that are subtle to this, that can have a cascading effect with what happened. It's very possible. I actually think it is going to happen sooner or later. Is a good idea to convert USDC to, you just asked me that earlier on. Hey bro, glad to see you going well. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Sam. Sam Eyes, hey, I haven't seen you for a while, man. Hey, welcome back. Awesome to see you here. Yes, you're Swedish. Hey, dope. I lived in Sweden for a while. I think I should take my position into altcoins like Gala and Ape. I don't trust stablecoin anymore. Yeah, I feel the same way, even though I got into Bitcoin and Ethereum in the most part, but I totally understand you. You're Greek. Are you a fan of Sakis Tollis? I am Greek. I don't know who Sakis Tollis is, though. I don't really look at media and everything. Even though I used to be a bit of a celebrity, I know a lot of people. I'm not very good with names, at least not the new ones, man. So I don't know who Sakis Tollis is. Any news on the media? Bitcoin got rally 1%. Yeah, 1%. Let's break let all the newspapers come out. Well, the truth is, Bitcoin has been holding up very nicely, and 1% up is actually pretty good in this environment. Let's be honest. If this continues, and it's still, even if Bitcoin stays stable at this level, it doesn't go down too much after what's going to happen tomorrow, that is a huge win for Bitcoin. Yes? Hit that like button, by the way. I would really appreciate it. Support the channel a little bit. Come on. Any 2%, okay. 2%. Let's say a crisis will happen because of bank run. Then when do we invest? Well, first of all, bank runs happen because of crises. They're just early effects or early signs of crises, right? They're not the cause of crises, at least not in the way we're talking about right now. Where do you invest? Gold and Bitcoin is the only two things I can think of right now. Seriously, in all honesty, gold, Bitcoin. If things get even worse and you think silver and stuff like that, I wouldn't even go there. I would go for pharmaceuticals, like for paracetamol and antibiotics. Because if things go that crazy, like Mad Max world, which is what won't, I don't think so, then that's going to be currency, by the way. I mean, think about it. If you're a dad and your kid has a fever, you'll give anything for paracetamol, right, or an aspirin. But that's just really extreme. That's like, I wouldn't even go there. Is bull run started? We have been in a bull run since the lows, unless something changes with a black swan event. And I've been saying this since I called the lows perfectly before they even happened. So with everything that's happening right now, we're delayed. I think that's the best explanation I can give, or the best answer I can give is we're delayed. But I'm still bullish for 2023, believe it or not. But that's just me. I just feel that Bitcoin will decouple. But again, you have to understand that there's a big chance that with black swan events, this shit changes. Just keep that in mind. I just woke up today. What with a pump? I just explained this over and over again, man. KLM, what's up, man? You just woke up. What time is it? You wake up late, or is it like time to wake up? Check out the video, man. Watch the stream from the beginning. Lots of very good information on this stream, actually. It's actually one of my favorite ones so far since the inception of this channel. This one and the last one especially. Looking smart. What's the secret? Glasses, man. Look at this. Okay, watch, okay? It's like Clark Kent and Superman, right? It's like, look. Super smart, super sexy. You change your voice a little bit too, you know what I'm saying? It's the glasses, dude. And the books. The books I wrote, which are on the wall, and the books that I read, which are on the shelf there. I mean from the Fed, is it unusual at this time to have a rally? Well, look, there's been rallies with the Fed raising interest rates before, but if you're talking about right now with the drama that's going on, no. I wouldn't say so. I would say everything goes to shit tomorrow. But that's just me. I'm not that exposed. My experience is what? I'm 45. I haven't really lived through a depression or anything like that. Not that I'm saying we're going to have one. I don't know. I really don't know. But to answer your question, when interest rates go up, the stock market and markets have gone up. When there's wars, stock market and markets have gone up. It's a myth that they don't. It's a myth. If you look at historical data, you'll see it's a myth. That said, that doesn't mean it's going to pump tomorrow. Okay? I'm just saying that it's not always correlated. Why do you think Tron has pumped the last few days? I have no idea. I don't even look at Tron or care about it. Probably because USDT is on Tron, and that might have an immediate effect or a buy effect to it, right? So yeah, there is that. That's probably the reason, to be quite honest with you. Speculation on that and safety. Or they're pumping and dumping. We're not in bull run, please. Okay. The worst is yet to come. Okay. Shah is laughing. Okay. KLM, I did wake up late noon. I will watch the full stream later. Stream last night was great. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate you. Warning, says HP stream. False breakout in crypto, then bull run. Very possible, man. Very, very possible, to be quite honest. Are you guys having fun? I'm answering your questions. Make sure you put your questions down below. I will try and answer every single one of them, as many as possible. Put your questions down and let me drink some soda water and I'll be right back. Do some sit-ups. You've already done push-ups with Ivan on tag. Do some sit-ups while I drink some water. All right. How are you, my friend? What's up, Jamie Parsons? Good to see you. Your top 3 altcoins apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Right now, apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, I would say Polygon Matic all the way, right? Solana, yes, there's a lot of investors and confidence in it and so on. And I'll give you a moonshot one. I'm not going to be boring. I'm not going to play it so safe this time. I'll say Gala or ApeCoin. Degenerate. CPI data is extremely important on the 14th of March. We have to see what's going to happen because that's going to give us an indication of what's going to happen with interest rates. Are they going to go up 50%? Are they going to go up 25%? So on. Not 50%, sorry, 50 points. Avalanche is extremely good as well. KLM says, you read any science fiction? Yes. I watch a lot of science fiction. I don't really read. I used to read science fiction. If you don't know who Psyche Stolius is, you don't listen to death metal. No, I don't listen to death metal. Not Greek one. Not Greek death metal. He might be an international artist for all I know. I don't. I used to listen to a lot of music. I used to be in the industry, but I just stopped, man. So yeah, I like Avalanche. Avalanche is good. Gala price prediction. Shah. Same answer in the comment sections and everywhere else. I'm not giving any predictions on Gala or cryptocurrencies on that level just yet. Have some patience. Do you think what do you think about the Ripple lawsuit? I don't know. I'm hoping that Ripple wins. But I understand why there's a lawsuit and why they would be chased from or by the SEC. Okay. The problem with I don't like about Ripple though. I'll tell you what I don't like about Ripple. I like XRP. I like Ripple. I think it's great. I don't like the XRP army. I don't like the narrative. I don't like the way they lie, because especially the influencers and the people in XRP, the XRP army, most of them, not all of them, are brain dead. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And we could talk about it if you want. There's different narratives that they say that's just ridiculous. I hate that. I really do. That's why I make videos and attack them sometimes, because I'm trying to wake people up like I did with SafeMoon. And even XRP, when I was telling them it's not going to go up, it didn't go up before the SEC cases, and still I'm getting shit for it. I'm not the reason it didn't go up, guys. My channel at the time had 10,000 people. I was not the reason that XRP dumped, okay? But you have to understand, shit they say is crazy. Like, they work with 300 banks. Okay, yes, they're in partnership. Yes, I understand they're in partnership with 300 banks. What does partnership mean? Because so far, every article I read on partnerships is proof of concept. Banks doing proof of concepts for Ripple. In other words, Ripple will pay them to do a proof of concept for XRP. And while that's not a bad thing, there's a very big difference between, and also, let's not get carried away here. There's 5,500 banks in Europe alone. 300 banks, it's not a big number. If anything plays out, it's going to play out over years. Now, Ripple, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad and what they're doing is bad. I think it's great. But this is a long-term play, and it's a very extremely difficult situation to win. And yes, they're on advisory boards and this and that, but that doesn't really matter. They're just advising on blockchain and how to do things, right? So then you have the other crowd. ISO 20022. Okay, first of all, it's ISO 20022. That's how it's pronounced. And all these influencers calling it something else, that's not how you pronounce it. Let's get our abbreviations correct. Second of all, what is ISO 20022? It's an upgraded version of Swift. That's all it is. I think it was called ISO 8583 or 8385 before. It's an upgraded version to hold more information, more messaging information. Swift and ISO is a messaging service. That's it. You don't do transactions with it. You don't settle like they're saying, oh, we're gonna take over Swift and the price is gonna go 10,000. No, because it's a messaging service. It's a language being used by banks and financial institutions around the world so they can understand each other. It's a protocol, so they can have the same lingo. Now, ISO 20022 does give access for cryptocurrencies to be used by banks and transferred by banks. But guess what? So the crypto exchanges and Bitcoin ATMs and so on were using Swift, the prior model, Swift, before to do this. It's nothing special. And more cryptocurrencies are going to get compliant. It's not that hard to become compliant either, right? So basically, and not only that, for cross-border payments, you can do that without a bank anyway. Actually, banks defeat the purpose of crypto. So it's all bullshit, and what they're doing, and they're using that narrative, that hype, and they're fooling XRP army and people that don't know any better, and they're just repeating this shit, and they swear to you, you're a clown, you don't know about ISO. No, I do know about ISO, that's the issue, right? And it's not something new. It came out in 2004. ISO 20022 came out in 2004. It's just being implemented now. So it's ridiculous. Anyway, you have all these narratives. 10,000 because of use case. No, it's not going to go to 10,000. Bitcoin did. Yeah, but Bitcoin was 21 million tokens. This one's 100 billion. So the difference is, even if XRP surpasses Bitcoin, I'm not saying it can't. It can. Sure it can. It can go number one. But even if it passes Bitcoin, the price won't be nearly as enough. For XRP to go to $1,000 is 5 times the amount of it's 5 times the US GDP and 25% of the world GDP. It's not going to happen. 10,000, even if everything works out perfectly. Not anytime soon. This lifetime anyway. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this. I am going to make a video about this. I'm going to release it the day after tomorrow. I'm going to get a lot of shit and attacked for it and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. That's fine. I'm going to release the video in a couple of days. Ah, man. I lost my breath there. I'm still recovering from cancer, by the way, so I get tired very easily. Now I'm like getting pain and getting tired. Anyway, let me continue these answers here. If BUSD closed, how Binance will operate exchange with USDT or any other? They'll probably get another another stable coin, but they don't. They don't need it, especially not now. They don't need funding. They're making enough money, right? They don't need it. And don't forget, they're also making money from BNB. They'll just use denominations in Bitcoin and Ethereum like the good old days, because that's what we used to do, by the way, back in the day. We didn't have pegged stablecoins. We just priced everything in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Your best investment ever? I don't know yet, because best investments come out in long term. I would say Bitcoin because it kept most of its price. But investments usually show up how good they were years later in hindsight. So it's a very difficult question to answer. Maybe fixing my beach house was one of my best investments. I don't know yet. My worst one was a Bitcoin ATM, by the way. What's your take on Filecoin? Great use case. I think cloud storage is extremely important. I think it's a little bit early, but I think it's great. If BUSD closed, how? I've already answered that. And DOT, I forget. Thank you, man. Yeah, I love DOT, man. I think DOT's great. I'm not so sure its utility will be needed for much longer. Things change fast in crypto, but I think it's a great cryptocurrency. It should do good in the bull run. I don't know how good it's going to do, but it should do good. Jamie says, I'm a big fan of Mana and been doing DCA into it. I think it's going to 10x at least in the next bull run. 5 to 10x, I think so too. Do you think? Yeah, I do think so. I think Mana can. Because here's the narrative with Mana, and as well as Sand. They have to. See, when I say they have to, let me explain what I mean. Companies like Adidas, Nike, and so on are getting into Mana or Sand. Now, what happens is competitors, whether they like cryptocurrency or not, they see this. And they think to themselves, okay, if this works, they're going to go sky high and they're going to take market share. We can't allow this. It's better to get in, take a loss, but still have exposure just in case it goes up. Otherwise, they're going to beat us out. So basically, once the bull market starts, especially the gaming sector, that's when people are going to start aping in. Companies are going to have to start aping in into these protocols. So these are going to start pumping, and then the two biggest ones, they're both going to be pumping like crazy, right? And news is going to be coming out all the time because we like the news, and then people are going to start getting in, and retail is going to start getting in, and then we're going to have a bubble, and everything's going to go back down to shit. But that's what's going to happen. So I think it's good. I think it's great. Okay. Do you think their on-demand liquidity is significant in the banking system, crypto system? Okay, you mean XRP's or Ripple's on-demand liquidity? I think it's important if the banks choose to go down that route when they do, and it won't be tomorrow. So it all depends. Just because something is has proof of concept or is being used as a proof of concept, or even better, doesn't mean it's not going to be used and accepted. They own Swift. Why would they give that up for Ripple or XRP when Swift is working fine? They're making money, they control it. Also, to the argument about if XRP is decentralized or not, it's not decentralized. It can't be. Because if it is, banks can't use it. Because imagine you send XRP to a sanctioned country. They're going to have to be able to reverse that or stop that. And if they can do that, then it's not decentralized. And this is what people don't understand. It's driving me nuts. Bitcoin breaking 21K now. Awesome, dude. That's awesome to see. Let's have a look, by the way. I'd like to see that live. Let's go to Coinbase. Beautiful. Let's see if it breaks 21,500. And then that should give it a, 21,500, 21,200, and 25,500, which is this resistance right here. And yeah, this can break out to the way 25K. Awesome. This is great, dude. I love seeing shit like this. I love being right. I love being right when everyone tells me I'm wrong. No, it's not going to go down. It's going to start crashing. Get out of everything. External markets. Get into Bitcoin. Now, this might change tomorrow, but I told you over the weekend what it's going to do. Does the ISO 20022 already? Well, yeah, they've already implemented it, and all banks are going to be using it as a standard, right? Now, when I say all banks, even Swift didn't have it all. All banks don't use Swift either. It's used for international messaging. A lot of people use other protocols or different ways, but major banks, and it's the new norm, if you will. That's what they're trying to do. If messaging services hit 10,000, I am out holding XRP, and hopefully I'll take profits at this high. Yeah, good luck, man. It won't, though. It won't. I would take profits a lot less than that. Yes, it's pumping now. It's a fake out. It might be a fake out. Well, because of the news tomorrow, that it might be. It's trying to draw in longs. Might be, or it might be a short squeeze, which I mentioned yesterday, by the way. Yesterday I was saying there's going to be a short squeeze. Let's see. Ha ha ha, leave XRP army alone. XRP only stablecoins. Yeah, it's a very good stablecoin, man. Last bull run. Before the SEC news, I said that in the bull run, you can take a dart, throw it at the dartboard, and any cryptocurrency it's going to hit, it's going to go up, it's going to pump, except XRP and SafeMoon. I literally said this. People hated me so much for it, but that's what happened. Future of VeChain. VeChain is actually a pretty good project. I know they're working with the University of Nicosia, and what they're trying to do is to find a way to track products right around the world, whether this is like this soda water right here or something else. By the way, shall we open a quick question? Shall we open up one of these? Shall we open up one of these packs, these Bitcoin packs later on? Let me know down below if you want me to open up one of these packs. These are collectible packs. I opened up last time. Give me 1 second. Let me show you. Okay, now I don't know where they are. But anyway, I opened up last time. And what they are, they're Bitcoin collectible cards. They're pretty cool. Here they are. Here, let me show you. Look, check that out. Let me just put this in focus for you. See? So you have like cards like this, and in the back, it teaches you about cryptocurrency, teaches you about banks, teaches you about different things. If you want me to open up one of these packs, let me know down below, and I'll open up one later on. Let me just put this back into focus right here. If not, and you can't be bothered and you think it's a waste of time, then I won't. Like, I'll respect your wishes. Orange pill in a pack. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's go to the next question. VeChain is bullish, yes. Well, another thing I said about VeChain was last bull market. I said that it's not gonna. I said that it's better to wait for the next bull market, and yes, when we have the next bull market, I think it's gonna go up. I just think some other cryptocurrencies are gonna go up more. Hit that like button, man. Come on, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you have anyone to share this channel with, please go ahead and do so. I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already and you like what you're hearing, make sure you subscribe down below and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss the next video, because I do a lot of surprise streams, I do a lot of videos, and I do live streams. So make sure you do that. If you want, if you like me, if you're having fun, if you're getting value, that is. If not, then no, don't worry about it. It's okay. Where's the best place online to find news about projects if you hate Twitter? There's a website called Something Milk. It's actually a newsletter. Let me see if I can see it in my inbox real quick. Give me a second here. Milk Road, newsletter at milkroad.com. Newsletter at milkroad.com, or go to milkroad.com first and check it out. It has a lot of news and it has a lot of funny twists to it, so I think it's pretty cool. It's a bull trap, dude. You keep on saying that. Yes, okay. Let's see. It might be. Let's see if it gets above resistance. You know a bull trap if it doesn't break resistance, or if it goes above resistance, then breaks back down. It hasn't happened yet. So you can be Nostradamus about it. But the truth is you don't know until it happens, right? Let's wait and see. Speedy recovery, brother. Sending you prayers and love from all the way from Dubai. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, man. I am getting better every day. I am stronger than what I was before. For those of you that knew, I was in hospital for 40 days. I had a bone marrow transplant, a new one. It's actually called CAR T therapy. It's the second bone marrow transplant I had. It was really hard. It was really hard. Because of cancer, in case you're wondering. It's not breaking to 25K, bro. Stop getting people. Oh, shut up, dude. I'm just gonna ban you from. Don't say. Look, one thing I'm not gonna tolerate is people telling me I said something I didn't say. Just shut up, dude. Really. When did I say it's gonna break 25K? I was the one that called 25K and said we're gonna reject from 21.5K, and I was the one that called 15.6K on the dot. So stop giving me shit. If you don't like it, and if you think I'm getting people wrecked, get off this channel, or I'll ban you, and you can sit there while everybody else here appreciates this. I'm not gonna sit here like fighting with you, dude. If it doesn't break, it doesn't break. What did I say? Did I say anything different? Come on, this is a live stream. You can go back and listen to what I said. You can look at my videos and listen to what I said. I hate people that lie. And I'm intolerant to people that say that I said things that I haven't. I really am. Don't give me that shit. This is not the channel to do that. I'm not that type of person. Fuck's sake. How's it going, brother? How is life? Hope all is well and blessed. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you. Quick question. What's your takes on Hedera Hashgraph? I just got out. Or I'm trying to get out, but I can't because it's actually not allowed to get out of it on Exodus.io, and I'm not about to put it on an exchange. Now, I'm not saying to get out of Hedera. I like Hedera. I think it's going to do very well in the next bull run. I really do. I just wanted to get out right now and put it into a safer asset like Ethereum right now. But that does not mean I would get out completely. I would get back in if I can later on. Stop getting people wrecked. You're looking real good. Stay healthy. Thank you very much, James. I really appreciate you. I really do, man. All right, do we have any more questions for the chat? Do we have any questions I can answer? Put your questions in the chat. I want to make this live stream of value. I want to give you value. Of course, all I can give you is my thoughts and my insights. Please put your questions so I can answer them. I'm going to try and answer every single one of them. At least I try to. Jamie Parsons says, by the way, my man, love the channel. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, man. You always give great advice and say the truth. So thanks a lot, brother. Take care, my friend. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Fit and Steppen says, all good to you. Hope you got that cancer beaten. It looks like it, man. My CT scan showed that there's no traces of it in my blood. I do have a PET scan on Wednesday. That's why I'm a bit agitated, by the way. I do have a PET scan on Wednesday. It should be all clear. Let's see what happens. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of time. Will I beat it or will it come back? We don't know. But hopefully, you know, CAR T therapy is very promising. Yeah, I'll you know, let's see what happens. Ahmed says, discussing, looking for a little attention. Videos don't lie, my brother. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you. If the CPI comes in good, what will Bitcoin do? I don't look at CPI for what Bitcoin's going to do. And now I know that that has a lot to do with stocks and Bitcoin follows stocks, but we've seen Bitcoin decolorate before, and we've seen it now, right? We've seen it not be colorated a couple of times. So I don't really look at that. It's just things like this should be taken and put in your analysis, fundamental or technical, as how can I put this? Just another level of raising probabilities, if that makes sense. Does that, you know, by itself, it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. And I know that sounds weird, but it's true. My man, Sharif Francis, what's up? What's up? Yeah, this was the guy that was calling me earlier on while I was doing the live stream, and I had to hang up on him. He woke me up earlier on before that as well, asking me questions, but I love him, man. He's one of the best video directors you will ever see, both in character and work. Robert Kiyosaki told about Silicon Valley Bank months ago. Yeah, he did, actually. How he knows insider news. No, it was hypothetical. It was hypothetical. He knows about what Silicon Valley does as a bank, and he put two and two together. He's a very smart man. He might have insider information, but he's a very smart man, and he knows his shit, right? So he's very good at that. KLM says, you have a lot of books. Wow, nice, bro. What would you recommend to read first? Miss you on ATB. I'll be back on ATB around the blockchain pretty soon, my man. Let me show you real quick what I recommend. And this is, you know, when it comes to cryptocurrency, let me show you something, man. If you go to my YouTube channel, right? And a lot of people have been asking me at books. This is why the reason I made this, right? If you go to my videos, if you go to playlists on my channel right here, where is it? Crypto Book of the Week. Every Wednesday, I release a crypto book of the week in 60 seconds where I recommend what crypto book to read and why. So if you look at that list, you can actually see what I recommend reading. And it's not a list of my books. I wrote 7 books. It's not a list of my books one after the other. There's different. Some of my books are in there, but there's that. And not only that, I will show you something else. If you go to my videos on my YouTube channel right here and you scroll down, See this thumbnail? My top 5 books to read if you are in crypto. Top crypto books of 2023. And I don't think there's none of them that are mine in here. So check this video out as well. Those are the books that I recommend. And me personally, I like reading about self-development. I read about sales and marketing, obviously, because that's my job, and I wrote books on that. And then I read about cryptocurrency, stock trading, technical analysis, and so on. Have I met Robert Kiyosaki? No, but I have read one of his books. I've read one of his books, not just I've read like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but I also read Why We Want You to Become Rich or Get Rich by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. And this was like before the elections, before everything like that. Very good book. I really suggest it. Aniga says, please just, check price before I get out. We're right here. We're sitting right now at 21K resistance. Well, 21.5K is resistance up here. But we're sitting in between these two moving averages. I think we're going to break out. I think we might come down, meet this again right here, then break out. And then we'll see. If we break 21.5K, we have a shot to go to 25K. Obviously, before that, we have major resistance here at 23,500. And also around 22K. If we break those, 25K is in play, and 25K we have major resistance. We have major resistance that we haven't been able to break so many times, but look how many times we hit it. We hit it so many times. The more you hit something, you more hit a level, the weaker it gets and the easier it is to break. So that's in our favor. Now the issue is, that also applies for the downside. So we're in a range, we've been in this range for a while now, and even though with all this news and everything that's going on, we're still in that range. And we haven't broken up or down, so we don't know yet what's going to happen. So basically that's what's going on in technical analysis. All right, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe down below if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss any more videos, so you don't miss surprise live streams, so you don't miss me. And I don't miss you. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.